video. So today we're gonna be doing a makeup look. I recently got a few products from jaitehzahraa that I wanted to try out, so I'll be showing them here too.
Before I continue, this video is going to be a bit long, and that is because I wanted to make this very detailed for you guys so you can see every part of my routine. Enjoy this video, and I hope you guys can learn a few things from this.
First, I'm gonna go with like my normal routine, and that's just you know, foundation and concealer and stuff. The foundation I use is the Milani Conceal Plus Perfect. This is in shade Golden Toffee, and it's kind of too dark for me and a bit too like a warm tone. So I also have this other foundation, and this is from Miss AOA, and it's a very affordable store. I think it's online. Basically the prices are like around $1. So this is called the Pro Wear foundation. I just mix these two together to get like the skin tone that I want. And before I forget, I'm gonna be putting this headband on because I don't really like getting makeup on my hijab, so I'm just gonna put this on. The first product I want to show you that I got from jaitehzahraa is these says Cushion Pang Pang Puff by Philly Millie. It's not too thick, but it feels pretty soft. I usually use a beauty blender, but then the problem with a beauty blender is when I wet it, it kind of separates my makeup when I put it on, and I don't want to like have to make it wet before using it. Okay, so I put some on my hand, and now I'm gonna go in with this foundation brush, and this is also from Miss AOA as well. It's a flat foundation brush. So what I do is I just like mix it. It still looks a bit orange, but I'd rather it look like more orange. I hate when my face looks gray. I'm just gonna apply it, and it does look light right now, but it blends in. I don't have a mirror, so I'm gonna use this one that's broken off from a highlighter to help me apply. Okay, so at this stage, I would usually go in with a beauty blender, but we're gonna be trying this puff today. So I'm just gonna blend it in. I like how it feels on my face, honestly. I think this looks really good. I have two concealers that I like using, and the first one is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I like using this for my eyebrows and like my face as well. It kind of matches with my skin tone, so I do like using a lighter shade, and this is where I use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. And I'm just gonna... I also put it like on my mouth because I do have some hyperpigmentation, and I also do on my forehead. We're gonna let this dry for a bit. The next thing I want to do is start with my eyebrows. This looks very ghetto, but I have this like eyebrow gel, and there's some like leftover eyebrow gel on this, so I like to use that to like really make my brows stick on my face. So, and I actually like using an eyeshadow for my eyebrows instead of like an eyebrow pencil. This eyeshadow is from Shein as well, She Glam. And I use this brown shade, not this one because it's actually pretty dark. This one seems like lighter, but it shows up pretty darker. I'm gonna get the mirror for this. Fill in the areas that are sparse. And then I do the front as well. I just do like a few strokes just to make it match with the rest of my brow. And at this stage, it's not supposed to look perfect. The number one thing I mess up on is eyebrows. Like, I never have a concrete way of doing it. I just do whatever until it looks okay. So after getting the eyeshadow like roughly on there, sometimes I like just blend it with my fingers. It's not looking really good right now, but trust the process. What I go next with is the concealer, and I kind of just go over it. What I just do is I just trace my brow shape. And I also make sure I don't take too much foundation out. Like, you have to push the foundation out on this brush. I make sure there's not too much of that. If I'm not careful, my eyebrows start to look uneven, so I have to make sure they're like the same height. And after I get the basic shape, I just try to go as thin as possible. Like, I just start going over the brow hairs. See how I'm going like over the brow? Let me get a bit closer. just going over the hair. I'm gonna take the puff again and I'm just gonna blend it out. You don't even have to care if it's on the brow, just everywhere. So now that I kind of covered it, we're gonna go back in with the powder eyeshadow.
What was the point of that?
I also like making sure that the tail looks extra clean. You can use your finger to like shape it. The lighting kind of makes it look like I don't have brows, but trust me, it's there. We're just gonna conceal again, and I'm gonna look in the mirror again. And this time we're gonna make it as precise as possible. Now I'm gonna take this small brush and just tap along it. Now that we concealed our eyebrows, there is like still some concealer here, so we want to kind of bring the extra one down. And sometimes, like, if I have some leftover foundation, I can use that too. I just want a base for when I do my eyeshadow, and I just tap it. I like getting it in there. So what I do is I kind of like look up and try to get like in the creases. It looks kind of scary, but that's just how you can get in there. I like pushing it like on the side of my nose, and then I bring it up towards my eyelid as well. And then I like bringing it to my forehead as well. Like I said, I do like it light, so we're gonna go in with the Fit Me one now. And also, I have really oily skin, so my eyelids like do get oily. So we're gonna see how that holds up. I'm still trying to find like the perfect routine for oily skin. Just gonna tap again. I recommend doing everything with a brush because like people say brushes are the best way to apply it. As I said, when I went with the beauty blender, I would like start tapping, and no matter how light it would be, it would just start getting like ruined, and it never did that with a brush. So just getting the sides, and I think it looks good so far. This contour is from She Glam as well. I'm gonna put some on the bottom of my nose, just a line and a line. So now I'm gonna use that brush and I'm gonna just swipe along my nose, and I'm gonna do like that C shape as well, a little bit under my eyebrow, and then bring it out, bring it to the bottom of my nose, and then I'll take that and kind of blend it out. I'll do like the, just to have that like button nose effect. I go in with that small brush again and just pat the contour in. As you can tell, I love this palette because I use it for almost everything. So I'll just trace the same shapes that I made. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm not the best at nose contour. I wish I was better, but I just do whatever. I got 2 new eyeshadows. So this first palette is from Amazon. Clio Pro Eye Palette Air in shade 09 Peach Matte Apple. This is like a warm tone shade, and I already used this before, and I think the shades are beautiful. Just look at that. I really do like the glitters as well, especially this like pink shade. I got it on during Prime Day. This was only $14. I don't even know how I got it. Like these are usually like around 30. This one is in 03 Mute Library, and I really love this. Like I do like the dark like mauve colors, and also because I really do like K-beauty products, I feel like a lot of the products don't really show up on me. Like I've watched some critiques on it, and some people say like the colors are too dark for them. And I feel like that's a bonus for me since like my skin complexion is darker, and I feel like I could benefit. Like I can use this like for base eyeshadow. Also, I am very passionate about eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow. Eyeshadow and blush, those are my top 2 favorite makeup products. Okay guys, this is a very sad day for me because I cannot find my beloved eyeshadow brush anywhere. Instead, we're gonna use this brush from Miss AOA, and this is a highlighter brush. Okay, so I'm opting for this color as my base. I'm gonna just tap this into my eye. They do lean kind of gray. I feel like for a base, it's a bit dark. I'm gonna go on to the next palette and use this shade because it's a bit like more warmer. I'm gonna make sure to get under my eyes too. I'm gonna go with this color and I'm gonna apply it with my finger because I feel like it will apply better. It looks kind of bright right now, but it's gonna blend in. Then use the brush to blend it in. I'm gonna go with like a darker shade to kind of like contour the outside of my eye. So I think I'm gonna go with this shade just because it's like pink but not too light. I'm gonna use this brush for it this time. I'm gonna go back with this color and just really stick that on. Like I want my eyes to look pink. I'm just gonna go in with that same pink shade again and we're just gonna focus this under our eyes. And I'm gonna do that to the top of my eye as well, like just the eyelid here. I'm gonna go back in with a darker shade and I'm gonna be using the darkest shade in this palette. So I'm just gonna take that at the end of my eye. And then again, like outline my crease with it as well. Put it like here. Just gonna like that. And I think this might be my favorite step, but it's doing the jaitehzahraa. So basically it's like the fat under your eye. And I don't know if mine is really pronounced or if I really have one, but I do, like, as you can see, like have some around my eye, but I want to like accentuate it and make it like darker. Using like a brown, put it here and just go like this. I'm gonna squint a little bit and just follow along my eye shape like this. And it is kind of messy right now. Okay guys, I got a bit hungry, so I got myself a snack. So now I kind of did the like jaitehzahraa, and I feel like for my taste it's not dark enough, so I'm gonna go in with an even darker shade. I'm gonna use this one. And since I'm using a like darker one, it's gonna be more defined, so I think I'm gonna switch the brush. I'll go with this thin brush. Yeah, this is pretty dark. So I'm just gonna go out like kind of straight. And now you can actually see it. Like now it's getting to the point that I like. It just makes your eyes look way bigger and like cute. So I did the base color and then I did the shadow. The best part is the highlighting parts. I actually got the art class frottage pencil. It's in the shade sheer nude 09. So this is what it looks like. It's not too big, but honestly this a little bit would go a long way with this because it's very like bright. Before I even get into that, I am gonna go in with this glitter. I like putting it near the top of my eye because if you put it too down, it's gonna like cover the whole shadow. So I'm gonna squint like really just close to the waterline as possible. We're gonna like swipe with our fingers just a little. Now we're gonna go on to the most exciting part. And the reason why I chose this color is because, you know, I'm darker, so I need like a bright highlight color without it being like too bright, or else it will not look good. So I already swatched this on my hand and I'll swatch it again for you guys. OMG, I broke it. That's great. Okay, so I have this sharpener, and honestly this is the perfect size for it, so I'm just gonna sharpen it. No big deal. That's what it looks like on my hand, and it is still bright, so that's why I'm glad I chose it. But I just want you guys to understand this glides so smoothly. Literally, I barely put any pressure. Like it just comes off so easily. And go on our eyes.
Like, this color is really bright.
And I think that looks really good. My egg yolk has never been that good. Like, I'm still practicing. Looks pretty good right now. So I got this blush from Amazon. It's by Catrice, but this was only $7, so that's why I decided to get it, because it's cheap and I'm a sucker for cheap makeup. Not cheap quality, cheap price. Let me just put it like in the middle, like here. I'm actually gonna use another blush, and this one I got from YesStyle. So it's like a more warm tone orange color, and I do like this because it's not too pigmented. I kind of like squish the brush like this, so it's like a stripe, and like just go on my nose like that, and also like on the bottom. And I do my chin as well, forehead here. So we're not totally finished with the eye makeup. I got ahead of myself a little bit. We're gonna go back in with the dark color. After doing the egg yolk, what really pulls it together is lining your waterline. But I'm gonna take the darkest color possible. I'm gonna take this pink. I'm just gonna put the glitter in the middle of my eyelids. I got this highlighter, and this is from 2AN, and this is also from YesStyle. This feels so soft. I'm gonna lightly put this on. It's kind of like a pinkish color. And here, very shimmery. Put it in here. I'm going back in with this. Before I start like with a liquid eyeliner, I'm going to use this dark brown. This is from McQueen, and I also got this from YesStyle. At the edge of my eye. So we want it like dark around the outside, and also again on the bottom. I'm gonna look up, just draw the line. I'm also gonna do the inner corner. I'm gonna take my finger and like kind of use my nail to like make it go out. This is also from Miss AOA, and yeah, I'm gonna go with that, and I'm gonna use my mirror. I'm really scared. I always mess up on eyeliner. Start from the end and go straight, just like that. Use my finger to make it like look a bit sharper, and I kind of like, you can wipe it away. Take that bottom part and connect it to the top. So kind of have to look here as well while I do it. Connect it to the top. But I don't go, like, I don't really go past this point. And I also like my, like, eyeliner a bit, like, downturned. So I don't like making it go up. I like it down. Now we're gonna go on with a mascara. I don't really use lashes because I'm kind of intimidated. I've had more success with lash clusters instead of actual strip lashes because my eyelashes go up. So it's kind of hard. Like, I'm always battling with my natural eyelashes. I always use the e.l.f. Lash Removal. I mean, I got this like a long time ago, and it's the only one I use. I haven't repurchased another. I actually have. It is the Heroine Makes mascara. So it's like pretty popular, but I got it in a dark brown because I was feeling a bit different. I don't really like the brown the brown mascara look on me because it kind of blends in with my skin tone. So then it looks like I don't have any lashes. So we're gonna use this instead. Also, I don't really curl my eyelashes, but I'm gonna do it today. Oh, what the heck? Start with the bottom, clamp it, and just make our way up. I make a very ugly face, but you gotta like squint and then look up and then just let it glide. I kind of like blink on the brush. Then I go and I make it vertical and I just sweep across my eyes. And then I'm gonna go up again. It's like slowly clumping together. And then I'm just gonna go again. And I do that to like separate it again, like make it into like different spikes. And also because when I do eyeshadow, it kind of makes them disappear. So I just love watching them come back. So I'm just going to put a very light layer. So I guess the next step is going to be lips. I'm going to use the eyeshadow. And I think I'm going to use the darkest shade, which is that one. And then just like line my lips. So I'm going to go over what my top lip like this. And ring it up. And then I kind of like bringing it in towards the sides because it makes my lips look a bit more pouty. And now I'm going to use this lip product. This is the Nature Republic Honey Melting Lip. So it's one of those clicking lip glosses. This one is not as pigmented and it kind of matches my lip color, but it's kind of like on my lips but better for me. So I don't really mind. So just gonna put it on our lips. I really do love this product. Like, it's just so, it's thick and it feels really nice on lips. By the way, I'm not sponsored by any of these products, but it would be nice to have any sponsorship. So if any brands see this, you know, I can be your little sponsorship girl, okay? Yeah, I think this is where I'm going to end the look. I think it looks really good. Okay, guys, I almost forgot some details in my makeup routine. One thing is using powder. I said I had oily skin, right? So I use setting powder. This is a loose one, and I got a pink one because it was available, and I was like, okay, let me try something new. We're gonna have some powder here. I'm just gonna pat that into my face. So now I'm gonna take that tiny powder puff, gonna swirl it in the thing, and we're gonna just get here. I'm trying to like carve out the contour that I did. I don't know how I forgot about like the most important step. I kind of like brushing it out. And we're gonna let this sit for a bit before I go in with a setting spray. And this is actually a fixing spray, but the consistency is like a setting spray. And a lot of the fixing spray I've seen is like kind of like a hair spray consistency. So it's like dry and like matte, even though it says a fixing spray. So I'm just gonna spray it on my face, and it kind of like melts everything together. But after this step, I do have to go in with a powder again sometimes, and that should be the last step. There is actually one more step, guys. I know I keep saying this, but this I feel like pulls everything together. So for some background, okay, I love putting moles on my face. I feel like it makes the look better. I mean, I have some like one here, one like here, but I kind of like drawing fake ones on, right? There's this one actor, I don't know her name exactly, but like this K-drama actor, right? She has a mole and it's right like on the bridge of her nose, and I think it is so pretty, so I just need to place it there. And this is also from Miss A. I keep saying Miss A away, but I think it's actually just Miss A, and then some of the products are named A away, something like that. But this is a freckle pen, and I use it for my moles because eyeliner, because I use like felt tips. I think I use a brush tip, but it kind of looks messy. So this like just is that like it just makes a single point, and I feel like it's perfect. And this is in the shade, it doesn't say it, but it's like the darkest color. It's like a dark brown, and I got two of them. So this one is supposed to be like a lighter brown, but it just doesn't look good. It looks gray. This one is where it's at, so I'm just gonna put them all here, and I feel like that just looks really good. And I kind of want to put another mole. Moles can also make or break your face, so I suggest you search up like what a mole can do to like change your appearance, because some things can like some placements can make your face shorter or longer. I feel like this is good. Another tip is not to put any like moles like on the outside, because it brings attention like out. I like it in the center of my face, you know what I mean? So that being said, I'm just gonna put it here too, you know? So right there. This is the end of the look. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end, I am really grateful. This is my first YouTube video, as you can see, and I've been interested in like making videos for the longest time, and I just haven't really got to it. So I'm really glad that I decided to. So hopefully you like this tutorial. Hopefully you learned a few things, and in the future I would love to make more videos like challenges maybe. So if you have any suggestions for that, just comment it down below. So thank you again for watching.